welcomes you back to the YouTube channel, and I hope that you all are doing fine. Today we are going to start with an interesting topic, that is the subject and the predicate. Okay, so before beginning with this, I would just like to tell you what is a subject and a predicate. Whenever in the previous class we did about the complete sentence, like the sentence consists of a full stop or an exclamation mark or a question mark at the end of a sentence, and also it should begin with a capital letter. Only then it is known as a complete and a meaningful sentence. Similarly, a complete sentence, whenever we have a complete sentence, then it is divided into two parts. One is the subject and second is the predicate. Alright, so these are the two parts of a sentence. Alright, and secondly, one more thing that needs to be discussed, that is the subject is the part of the sentence. It is the part of the sentence that tells us about something concerning the main part of the sentence. Like, it tells us about the main part and basically also tells us about something in the sentence, something or someone. Whereas the predicate is the part of the sentence that tells us more about the subject, you can say, or even you can say it tells us more about the sentence. Like, what are we talking about in the sentence? Okay, with the main talk, what is it all about? Like, we discussed the subject, so what is the predicate? That is the basically telling us more about the subject. Alright, let's find this out with the help of an example. And the first example is very easy. It is just that the duck floats on water. So you can very well see it's a simple sentence and it's a complete sentence beginning with the capital letter, ending with the full stop. Okay, so we will find out that the duck here, this is the subject, whereas the rest part of the sentence is the predicate. And one more thing that's important for you to note down is that subject is mostly on the front, okay, whereas the predicate is at the back. And one more thing, if you identify the subject very easily, you can do it very easily. So if you got the subject, the rest part is of course the predicate, and there is not a doubt in both of them because both of them are quite easy to find out. Okay, it's quite easy to make out. So one more thing, predicate can be and the subject can be at the back, so that's not an issue. Now let's discuss a few examples. It can be the first one, the students won the contest. So what is it? We know that this is the subject. And why is it the subject? It is the subject because it's telling us like about what the sentence is. Okay, that is about the students. And this is the predicate. This whole is the predicate. Why? Because it's telling us something more about the. And now the next one is the garden is green. So we have the garden as the subject, and the remaining is of course the predicate. So predicate is telling us like about what are we talking about the garden. It says it is green. Is the naughty child plays in the mud. That means what is the sentence all about? It's about the naughty child. So that becomes the subject. And what is it telling us about the naughty child? It says he plays in the mud. So that becomes the predicate. Alright. Let's do some more. Here are a few more examples. It says Meera is a cheerful girl. That means what is the sentence is about? It's about Meera. So hence Meera is the subject here, while rest all is the predicate because it's telling us about something about Meera, something more about the subject. Alright, the next one is the group of children cheered loudly. So it's the group of children, that's the subject here, and cheered loudly is the predicate. Okay, Now the next two you need to note down and tell me in the comments about the subject and predicate in the next two. The first one is the kites are colorful and the dog is a faithful animal. So you can take a screenshot of this and tell me in the comments which is the subject and which is the predicate in both of them. Okay? Thank you.